Today's episode is in Woodlawn Cemetery in Forest Park, Illinois. We're just on the west side of Chicago here, and what you saw passing on the left there was Showman's Rest, and it is the place where many circus performers are buried who were killed in a famous train wreck here that happened in the early part of the last century, and we're gonna tell the story. We're in. A circus elephant standing on a ball. You can almost hear the whimsical music of the big top in the background, playing away for the crowds. This elephant here is one of 4 elephants that marks the corners of this plot of land that they call Showman's Rest, where many people are buried that were killed in the 1918 famous train wreck called the Hammond, Indiana train wreck. We're going to take a look here at some of those graves, and I'm going to tell you the story. What you see here are many more graves than those that were killed in this terrible accident. There were 86 who died, 127 injured, and there are 53 who are buried here, where we are standing now. Most of these graves are unknown males. And I can tell you it was a terrible night on June 22nd, 1918 at Hessville, Indiana, when the circus train, all these people sleeping, as the train stood still on the tracks because of a mechanical problem, and in the middle of the night it was rear-ended by another train. It was a troop train. Now this train was filled with all kinds of circus performers from the Hagenbeck-Wallace circus, and you can see here there is a memorial, one of several, with the wreath, the Showman's League. And let me tell you, just like the armed services, these people stick together and they have each other's back. I can tell you that. I've done a lot of research on this. There were 400 performers and roustabouts on this train. Several cars, there were wooden cars, and that was certainly part of the cause of such deadly carnage. The engineer on the troop train, Alonzo Sargent was his name, he said in the testimony, well, he didn't give a testimony, we'll talk about that. He said in his report that he had 2 big meals because he knew he wasn't going to get a meal in the middle of the night or in the morning. He basically dozed off. He admitted it. And you know our legal system, even back then, he claimed the 5th. Basically, he didn't even testify. Per the advice of his attorneys, of course, gotta love it, and he got off scot-free. Not a day in jail. He didn't have to pay a dime to anybody. This train hit so hard from behind this troop train that the caboose of the Hagenbeck-Wallace train disintegrated. And this locomotive just kept plowing ahead. It crashed so loud it could be heard miles away, and people were burned alive. The people that didn't die in the initial crash. Like I said, there were 86 people who died and 127 injured. Now, there are a lot of graves here too of other performers since thereafter have wanted to be buried alongside their brethren. You can see that. Most of the people perished in the first 1/2 minute, the first 30 seconds or so. And, you know, within 30 seconds, this thing turned into a raging inferno. 53 people here, of the 53 people here, only 5 were formally identified. And we're going to look for them. This is a beautiful, beautiful monument here, guys. Look at this with the elephant. Have a look at that. There's a lot of figurines and toys on there. Isn't that thoughtful? All the clowns. This gets a lot of visitors. And it's nice how people are respectful. Everybody's careful, everybody's caring. I see a pink piano here in the background. And I'm not sure what this is. Lipstick. Look at that red lipstick. That's really cool. There's a earring on top, looks like. I see 2 angels there. I'm going to tell you something. These people, like I say, stick together. And you know, a lot of them, the descendants are coming here a lot. This circus only missed that performance in Hammond, Indiana, because Ringling Brothers and many of the other circuses jumped in and said, take our equipment, take our people, whatever you need, we are going to fill the void. And they did. They carried on. Let's look at some of the graves here. Here we have people that have died in later years. And as we get over here, we start to get to those people who passed in the accident. These are some of the few names right here. Mrs. Mary Roderick. Rest in peace. Virgil Barnett. J. Barnett. There's something written on top here. Looks like SJ of A. Baldy. All with the same date. We have the 4-horse driver, otherwise no name. Frank Harris. We have Earl Berry. Ida passed after. We have Sophia Duffy, who passed the same year. And as we move back here, these 3 or 4 more rows are all unknown, one after another. It's hard to imagine. It's just hard to imagine. They're just numbers. So many people dying, and the pain and suffering, and the families. More here. It just goes on and on. Well, we can only hope and pray that they are all resting in peace.